that working with others does ensure and improve performance in work and many other situations, whether it's school or just with life in general. And one of those ways is that whenever you cultivate a collaborative environment, and it can improve productivity by eliminating wasted time. So, like whenever you're working on a project, for instance, and there's like someone has to make the PowerPoint, someone has to come up with the speech, and someone has to come up with pictures. It's very general. Those are very simple tasks, but imagine that with more complicated tasks. If someone is being able to do one of those tasks all at the same time, you're able to get so much done. You're reducing the time that it takes to take the project, and you're doing it well because people that have the strengths to do a particular one are able to do it, give their all in it, and do it well. Instead, whenever you're not working with people, there's the one person, and you're trying to do everything and keeping it within the time period, and you're not doing it as well as you could because you are on a time crunch and you're more stressed because you're trying to like keep it all within this time. So it just eliminates wasted time, and it helps like make the project better whenever it's delegated and people are able to take the time that they need to be able to make this happen while also getting it done in a reasonable time. It also helps like people find solutions to different problems. It helps problem solving faster because you have many different minds. Each mind is different, so like people pick up on things and come up with solutions in different ways, and maybe a teammate will come up with a solution to something that you had no idea what to solve, that you like didn't know how you would be able to solve it, but they were able to come up with something, and you're like, oh wow, that's so cool. I wouldn't have to get that out if I wasn't collaborating with other people. Um, and it helps employees learn from each other. If like someone does something and you're like, oh wow, that's a better way to handle a situation than I would have known if I didn't witness them take care of that situation that way. It helps that person learn from that and be able to apply it in future situations. And also, if you see a teammate um, get not get feedback over something on how to improve in something, you're able to take that feedback too and learn from their mistakes, and they will be able to do the same whenever that happens to you personally. It allows people to pull skills together. I kind of explained it in the first part. Whenever you have different people delegating tasks, whenever you delegate, you most likely delegate with things that each team member is more comfortable doing. So whenever you're able to pool all of these skills together, it's not up to just like one person being able to do all of those parts perfectly. It takes a whole village, it takes a whole team to be able to do that. And I really do believe that increases productivity because you do better whenever you know that you're doing something that you can do and you do well. And the other thing is rewards and collaboration. Like, okay, rewards and collaboration are important means of fostering team effectiveness. I found this on the internet, and I do agree that a lot of people are more willing to work with teams if there's an incentive, there's a reward to get at the end. I've experienced that in past Dean Now competitions where people work as a team and they don't know there's a reward, so there's like no motivation to really work together. But then there's that one prize, like free cheesecake for a week or whatever, that they can work towards. And then now it's like, okay, we all have to work together to be able to do this thing, and then everyone does better. So I really do believe that can be translated to the workplace and can be also effective. People are more willing to work together with people, especially if they don't really know the people, if there's an incentive, like a common incentive that everyone wants. So it's like, oh, in order to be able to get this, we all kind of have to work together. So it helps incentivize that. So those are just kind of a few things that I came up with, how working with others does improve performance whenever tasks are delegated, when there's a reward at the end of the tunnel, and it like learning opportunities involved. It helps save wasted time. It helps keep things in a reasonable time. It helps you do things better because you're doing things like parts of a project that are your strengths, and you're giving other areas that are other people's strengths, so it all ties together better. And overall, you can learn from each other because you're all different human beings and have different brains and different solutions to things. So it's always a learning experience. So I do agree that it's very important.